Hey guys, it's Morgan again, and today we're going to work on dream catchers. Alright, so for this activity, you're going to need a paper plate, some beads, a pair of scissors, a short piece of yarn, a super long piece of yarn, and then 3 medium-sized pieces of yarn. And you can decorate your dream catcher with markers or crayons if you want, and also feathers, but it's a little windy, so they were hiding under the paper plate. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is take your paper plate and your scissors, and this could be a little difficult, so if you need to get help from an adult, I like to fold my plate in half, and there's kind of a ring on it right there, you can see on the paper plate, and I just kind of put a cut right there in the middle, and then I'll open it back up again, and I'll go right to where I made that cut, and I go all the way to the outer ring of the plate. So right here, you can see that inner ring, and I want to go right to there. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to cut all the way around that circle in the middle. And like I said, if you need to go get an adult's help with this, because sometimes it's a little tricky, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be as messy as you want it to be, and it will still be awesome. And we're almost done. All right, so as you can see, I have cut out a piece, so I have 2 pieces now, and I'm going to set that piece aside. And this part can be a little bit tricky too. If you have a hole puncher at home, it'll be a little bit easier for you, but if you don't, that's totally okay. What you're going to do is I'm going to take the point of my scissors and kind of make a little dot right there and kind of pull the plate up and make a little bitty hole. So you can kind of see that little bitty hole right there. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So you can do that with your scissors. It's a little bit hard, but that's okay. Like I said, ask an adult for help if you need to, no problem. So I'm gonna make another one at the bottom. So I've made one at the top right here, and I've got one at the bottom, and I'm gonna do another one right here. So go ahead and do that. And they can really go wherever you want them to go. It's not gonna matter too much. So I'm gonna do 5 in total around the inner circle, and that should be good. And then you're gonna find a space on your plate near the bottom of the fluted edge right here, and you're gonna make 3 little holes again, and they can be right beside each other. They don't have to be spread out. And these are where your beads and decorations are gonna hang down. All right, so I've made 3 little holes right there. And then 1 more hole, and that's gonna go opposite of your 3 at the bottom. So I have 3 here, and the other hole is going to go opposite of that. So back to the top again. All right, so after you've made all these holes and cut out the middle, this is what your dream catcher should look like. You should have 5 holes or however many you want around the center, 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. All right, so after you've got all of your holes, what you're going to want to do is to take your string, and I'm going to take the smallest one first, and I'm going to put it right through this top pole right here. Just pull it right through, just like that. And I'm going to tie a knot. And this is just an easy square knot. So just like this. And we'll do it again. And perfect. All right. So you can go ahead and cut off the extra string right here. Just like that. All right, and that's going to be what you can hang your dream catcher on. All right. Now what I'm going to do is take my 3 medium-sized strings. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to put these through the holes at the bottom. So just like that. And it might get stuck, but that's okay. You might have to make your hole a little bit bigger. No big deal. But I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to tie that in a knot. Wherever I want it, however long I want it to hang down, that's where I'm going to tie it. So just like that. And once again, we're just going to cut off that extra. Just like that. So you have 1 string, and then you can do the 2 others. All right, so I've gone ahead and tied the other 2 strings off camera, but it's the same deal as the first one, so you'll just tie a knot, tie it on, cut off the extra. So now you can go ahead, if you've got like markers or stickers or whatever you want to put on this glitter, which is my personal favorite, you can decorate your dream catcher all the way around. Make sure you don't cover up the 5 holes that you made around the center, but decorate it, make it look awesome. it can be totally unique, and that will be really cool. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take your really long piece of yarn, and you're going to start at one end, wherever you want, pull it through, and I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot right there to keep it secure. I'm going to go again. Perfect. I'm going to cut off the extra like I did with the others. Just keeps it from getting kind of messy, so you want to cut off the extra string. And now what you're going to do is you're going to find the other end, and it's very similar to like if you were going to thread a needle or tie a shoe, and you just go to one of the other holes, you pull your yarn through there, just like that. There you go. And then you can go wherever you want from there. So I'm going to go up here. And you have a lot of extra yarn here. So if your yarn gets kind of frayed like mine is at the end, so it kind of looks like that, you can always cut the end off and keep going. So just like that. And then maybe I'll go right here. And it's just kind of like lacing a shoe. And you got all kinds of cool patterns. And make sure you pull it tight. And then I'm going to go here again. Now you can put as many holes as you want, like I said, around the inside circle, and you can lace it across as many times as you want to. I'm only going to do this many, and then I'm going to tie this in a knot again just to finish it off, because I'm happy with the way that it looks. So we'll just tie that knot again, and cut off the extra like we normally do, just like that. Perfect. All right, so the last step here is going to be to decorate with some, ooh, almost spilled them, some beads. All right, so I've got my bead on there, and now the easiest thing to do is to just tie a knot around the bottom bead. If you put like 5 on there, just tie a knot like this around the bottom one, and that'll keep them all on there and keep them secure. So I'm just gonna tie that on. You can do as many as you want. I'm just doing one because that's easy and it looks the way that I want. So that's cool.